That's gonna be fucking difficult.
Well, no monetization this time because we were live at that moment.
Right.
I mean, let's be honest, we weren't getting any money from this anyways.
Yeah, we're doing this for fun.
We're doing this for charity, yes.
Yes, we're completely live now, so emotional and all that.
Don't listen to Art and Ty, by the way, people. I totally want your money anyway.
Well, let me start sending out the URLs and all that to humans of interest. Oops,
Specifically,
did not work.
humans.
Okay.
While you do that, Ty, you take over sending it to a status of influence, and Blackwood can send it to all Xenos of interest.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Anyway, while you do that, I'd like to welcome everyone to the second episode of our Warhammer 40k campaign in the Wrath and Glory system.
No, be gone.
Damn. You really are making it hard for us to do anything with this show, guys.
I blame popular fiction.
But our goal is to become popular fiction, Amakar.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we don't want to be popular. Maybe we want to be the bad boys.
I'm
I have some sad news for you. Bad boys are usually popular.
I'm so tempted to chug this gold slaughter up my nose.
No, we're the really bad boys.
He has an odd definition of what a bad boy is. That's for certain.
I mean,
so-
it's cinnamon, so it probably hurt. Anyway.
In this case, I assume you mean bad, not as in, bad, but as in actually awful, like actually suck at what they're doing.
Yes.
Okay, good. Then I can agree with you. So, before this derails any further, and being one of the few people to start the campaign within half an hour of starting the campaign, who would like to, first of all, exchange their campaign cards?
I would.
That will be me.
I
do we
haven't
do
really
that?
checked mine, unfortunately. Oh, yes, I want to get rid of this one. It's too fuzzy.
Okay, so whoever wants to get rid of them, put them on the board,
I have,
and then
and poof, disappear. I'm
don't
grabbing a new
delete them
card.
yet. Don't delete them yet.
Oh, too late. Oops.
All right. Okay, we can delete. We can. How do I send back the deck?
Just delete the cards. Just right-click
Oh,
card
and
and
they go
delete
back?
card. Yep.
Did I go back to the deck that way?
Yeah.
All right. So.
As long as you don't click remove, you should be fine.
All right. Good to know.
Remove just puts them in the graveyard.
So. Who here had speed kills? I know it was two of you.
Me.
Okay, so David and Austin had speed kills. They can either double the speed of a vehicle or may immediately make a single melee attack against single target with +2 bonus dice after sprinting in combat. And I guess Lucas had planetary instability,
Yep.
which removes cover from everyone. What a bad day to be an Imperial Feast. So now I will deal cards to the rest of you. Not to you though, because you only took one.
Mm-hmm.
You fell in the cold one when you were a boy, so now I cannot feed you.
What? Oh, I
It's
love
a refund if
eating.
you won't get. So, everybody should have their new cards now.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to roll my 1d6.
I guess all your daily objectives, everyone.
Yes. I see.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2. Anyways.
I got a 6. I
Hey,
hope that's
same
good.
focus.
Oh boy.
Oops.
All right, David.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just trying. What? There we go. 5.
All right. So everybody has their
That is
daily
literally the
objectives.
exact same as before.
It's fine. So, before we do anything else, I would like one of you to take over narrating. Now, keep this in mind. If you do a good job of narrating and you don't leave any important details out, the party will gain 1 glory. But if you miss a crucial detail or do a bad job, I will gain 1 ruin. Seems fair?
No.
It doesn't have to be. Who would like to take over for today's recollection of events? If any of you are opening the previous stream to get ideas, I will kill you.
I can't do that. It will make too much noise. Well, since I'm the smartest one here, well, we all originally started on our original prison ship, of course, and had ourselves a bad time. Then we got lined up by the head warden, of course, and said we're being sent off to a new spaceship. With me reluctance of being stuffed in the office lighter, they decided to shove me in anyways. And we went off to the new ship. We met this one new Inquisitor fellow, I think, I forget his name, Uriah Maddox, I think. Yeah, after we'd been sworn in and all that, we've been given our equipment and mission. Unfortunately, I think 2 of my other compatriots I was assigned with started fighting each other until a servitor or one of those tech mechanics decided to interrupt him and tell us we have our orders. With our duty now set, we have been sent to a planet known as, what's the planet's name? Casselran Rex, right? Yeah. To go meet up with the interrogator known as Locke. And the planet itself is swampy. So we went down there and landed, and my boots are dirty, and we found the radio tower. No one was there until we heard noise, and then he showed up on top of a vehicle with the dead dinosaur. That was interesting.
All right. Few things to note. Nobody made mention of Sire Wolf or the initial oath you swore before going into the ship.
But I'm an ogre. I don't remember everything.
Well, I'm a DM. I don't have to give a damn. A darn.
Dilly.
So that, and also there was no warden that I saw you. There was a magistrate and an arbitress.
And a Lex Mechanicum. I do remember that. It was a
Yes,
Lex Mechanicum.
Yes, it was a Lex Mechanic, which is neither a tech person nor a servitor. But you did remember Erwin
I
Locke,
did say
the name
tech
of the
mechanic. Do you expect him to know everything?
I expect you to know.
Yes, I do, but I'm using Maximo's intellect to narrate this.
You
Well,
should.
and that's why we're having this issue. But on account of remembering the planet and the name of the interrogator, and this being the first time I introduced this rule, I'm going to be a generous god, chaos god,
God Emperor.
and give you a glory.
Yeah.
I feel cheated.
But you got the glory.
I know, but I still feel
Don't
cheated.
ruin this for us, man.
I mean, if you think this is cheating, I could just get a ruin instead.
Why not both?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Both glory and
Everyone
ruin.
back the Ogre. Wait.
Wait.
Hold on.
Everyone dogpile the Ogre. Anyway, so
Mama said I was a good boy.
almost said a lot of things. So Now, into the scene again. Uh, Interrogator Erwin Locke, who, by the way, looks like this. Is standing on top of a civilian vehicle with an open back, where you see an alien life form that, if I was to describe it by our standards, it's something between a saber cat and a dinosaur.
It's a filthy Xenos.
Could be.
Is it dog?
That's a big
And-
lizard cat thing.
And Locke is standing on top of the vehicle with his Stoker bolt gun braced on his augmetic arm, looking at you. And it's at that point that he basically puts the bolt gun on his back next to this rather large knife he has, and does a quick hop on the ground. And as he does so, he looks at you and goes, "Well, tally ho, old chaps. It appears we have our retinue here. So who might all of you be?"
We are been assigned by the Inquisitor to meet you for a mission.
As I said, you must be the retinue, so I assumed as such.
Maximo,
Alright, then.
at your service.
He tries to do a salute.
Well, at his soldier. No need for that.
And Maximo will resume back his holding his ripper gun at ease.
I was told there's gonna be 4 of you. I only account for 3.
I don't know.
Austin pops out of the bush. Austin, now sarcasm. At your service.
I had seen you.
Yeah.
I slowly make my way out with my lawn lads at the ready.
You
That still makes 3.
And the third rises from the horrid abyss of the mud.
Swamp monster! Oh wait, it's you.
Just a
Well,
summon
that's
out
actually-
of it.
Does he actually?
David slowly just raises from the water. He's probably covered head to toe in like reeds and all that, but he just like looks over at the interrogator.
Oh, there you are. Glad to see you're making yourself acquainted with the local fauna. I mean, flora.
What the fuck did he do to that mud?
Well, this is quite interesting development. I heard that humans can do such things, but never really experienced it.
No, they can't, and it's very dangerous, so don't. Anyway,
There's always a first.
Welcome to Casselran Rex, acolytes. Now, which of you boys gonna help me carry this thing into the base? Need to get off the track.
I suppose I can assist you, since I'm an ogre.
Well, quite linguistic for an ogre, but go right ahead. I would like you to roll me an athletics if you plan to try and lift this thing.
He will roll in athletics. He will take his time and prepare himself.
Alright, live with the back, like the sack of tubers. Yeah.
Maximo, on your own, you don't manage to lift this thing. It is quite a large creature, like, it's bigger than you.
But can I drag it though?
You can drag it, but you can also tell that may not please the interrogator.
I thought he was hunting it for the meat, but okay.
I guess we all best help. Come on. Austin will courageously help his good friend here.
I want you to click me the assist button on your athletics.
Uh,
I believe
It's
that should
basically
be
like a
prioritized
rolling.
first before I do my tests.
Well, the reason why I'm having him click that is because you're still taking the lead on the test, and assists can also don't generate wrath dice. So, all right. With Austin's help carrying like the back end, you managed to barely carry it inside before the two of you just leave it down to where the interrogator told you.
Right here?
Yup.
Alright. Setting it down.
You hear
Man, that is heavy. Reminds me
Yes,
of
my
the time
boy,
of
that's-
lifting tank shells.
Yes, my boy. That right there is a Felagaster. Nasty
what?
creatures they are. Felagaster.
Oh, excuse me.
They're local predators. They're prized for their skin, used to make the Periandor's system's chameleon cloaks. And yes, they can go invisible of sorts.
Ah. I see.
Still nothing a couple of bolt rounds can't fix.
Maximo will
As you
shrug.
very evidently notice, there's like 2 craters on its neck.
Maximo didn't notice.
What do you do now when he points it out? All of you do, in fact. All right. Well, if you wouldn't mind, I would like your Vox speeds for a minute.
And Maximo will try to pick it out of his ear.
Here.
I
I
take.
assume all of you hand in your Vox speeds.
Yeah.
oh, right. Yeah.
Basically, he takes a quick minute to synchronize all your Vox beads and then hands them back to you individually. And he goes, "Now I have access to all squad communications, and I can directly intercept and communicate with you whenever I wish." With that, I think this would be a good time to assign you to your duties while stationed here. So, big fellow, said your name was Maximo, correct?
Yes, sir.
You will stand guard of the tower. Make sure no wildlife ports the fence or any, let's say, unsolicited visitors.
Aye, sir.
And he'll do a salute and move to the position.
If anything passes the close perimeter from the underbrush or comes too close from the road, you have the right to open fire.
Alright, open to engage.
Well, when they get too close. But yes. Now, you two, he points to Lucas and David. I want you two handling reconnaissance on the tower. We have an access of information here that covers most of the surrounding area. So I would like you to overlook those communications and let's say lend an ear to anything interesting you might find. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
So yes, sir.
Good. And lastly, you, colorful hat.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, you seem like the talkative sort, so I'm gonna have you keep communications on the main cogitator with Xerxes' spear. If your comrades here report any suspicious activity, you're directly reported to the ship while they inform me. Made myself
Understood.
clear?
Understood.
Alright, well, in that case, he takes a data access keypad, punch some things in. The door should now open for you when you present your biosignature. That's as easy as a thumbprint. And I must be off now. Got a lot more game to hunt. And he prepares to like jump in the vehicle and start driving away again. Any of you wanna ask him anything or stop him before he does so?
Maximo will preemptively check his equipment, of course.
Anything to look out for specifics, sir?
Try big animals. And
Big animal.
also any soldier who doesn't seem to listen to you.
Right.
You hear the slam of the door, and then the engine fires up, and he hits the reverse and starts leaving. As you're left in a radio tower in the middle of a swampland with very specific and admittedly not to what you would have expected orders.
Let's get this started then.
Right. Anyone remember what the code phrase was for the lost my words. The flying thing. Why do I not remember this? Not hawk, not bird. The ship we came in on with the lady. He's like snapping his fingers, really trying to remember. Someone help me out here.
You're talking about the Valkyrie?
Yeah, the Valkyrie. Shit. Yes. Like, didn't it have a name we were supposed to call it or what? You know what? I'll figure it out.
This is gonna be a long, long mission.
Agreed.
Alright then. Let's get started then. As I just sling my long lads to the side and just start marching right into the facility.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. When you enter this radio tower, you have a dreadful reminder of the difference between Astra Militarum and planetary defense forces. Because even the portable Vox communications carried by the comms operators of the Astra Militarum have better equipment than this radio tower. It's literally 2 radio stations, a cogitator, and, you know, all the devices that lead up to the big array on the top.
This is... this isn't gonna go well. This will not go well.
Come on, how bad can it really be?
You're
It
about
can be
to
so
find
much
out.
worse, little man.
Man, you guys are just real sacks of sunshine, aren't you? Maxima.
Maximo
What
is
was the
currently
call?
outside watching the gate.
Right. Call sign. That's where I was looking for. What was the call sign for the Valkyrie we had?
I unfortunately do not remember.
Oh, at least I ain't know.
I find it amusing. Everyone forgot.
It's not like pilots live long, so you know, better that way.
The only thing that I don't remember her call sign because I just put down her name as Dara.
That'll work.
That'll work. All right. Get to your posts.
So to give you a transition of what happens, you all sit down. You two put on the headgear and start chatting through the radio stations. Austin, you sit down at the main cogitator and start like going through all the like reports you see, just to see if you can find anything interesting to send back from the audio logs of the radio tower. At first, it's quite eager, and there is even like Maximo, you're like stalwart in your position. You see like a little frog leaping out of the firing distance.
It's not big, so therefore I will not shoot it. But I do have it in my sights.
You say that to yourself. And there's transition 7 hours later, where Maximo, it has been way too quiet and boring out here.
Indeed. But duty still stands. Despite my boredom. I'm hungry.
David and Lucas, this is the third time you hear the same sermon on repeat in in a specific radio channel, while everything else has been just regular chatter between either PDF squads or some sort of like broadcast, like Imperial broadcast. And as for you, Austin, all of these files are just archives of everything that's going on around the area. So you're basically going through loops of broadcasts, sermons, and just general radio chatter.
Day 1, it's wet. Day 2, it's wet. Day 3, surprise, it's still got Emperor's wet. Yeah.
And no sign of Fairwind Locke anywhere to give you any better information as to what you're supposed to be doing.
Have we basically been put up on Firewatch or something? Like,
More than likely is the case.
I can tell you one thing, there sure as hell ain't gonna be any fires around here, unless there's swamp gas. Not even a chuckle, huh? Dang. He sits real far back in his chair. So you think at least one of us should, like, scout around, maybe see if there's any signs signing up?
That'd probably be for the best.
Well, I gotta stay here, man. Communication, in case something does go wrong, and you two got more field experience.
I'll go and scout.
You're heading out of the tower?
Yep. Take out
Maximo.
my own lads and start heading out towards Maximo.
Mm-hmm. Maximo, you see Lucas head out of the door of the tower and begin marching for the exit of the outer fence.
You got orders to move out?
No. Just scouting some of the terrain nearby, making sure all's good, all clear. So far, we've been receiving the same voice chatter for the past few hours.
Did you not try to contact him by via Vox?
I'm gonna try that. See if a signal gets through.
I have nothing else to report except for a few close calls with frogs, a few birds, and nothing much of anything else out here at the moment. It's getting dark. Could you, turn on the lights?
Sure. I'll head towards the side of the building where the light switch could potentially be.
There's like a fuse box, basically, or the 40k equivalent of fuse box.
One
Yep.
giant ass lever.
Yep.
And you just flick open until you find the lights. And to give you an idea as to what the lights are, less convenient lights and more, if you directly look into this, you might get permanent damage in your eyeballs lights.
Hey Maximo! To be safe, do not look at the lights!
You know, Maximo will not.
They're like searchlights, basically.
Yep, as I then find the lights and bring the power of the sun back to the swamp.
Meanwhile, a frog that was just chilling. Ooh, I'm blinded by the light.
It's really strange.
I'm just
Frog
gonna
calls
say
out.
this. Whenever I hear that song, I don't hear whatever. I don't see what like the image of whoever it was singing it. I just see Magnus the Red with a pair of shades just singing it. Because there is actually a version of that.
So, will Lucas head out into the swamp to scout?
Yeah, I'll do that while I'm trying to get a signal through to the Inquisitor to see where he is at the moment.
But just to confirm, you are marching out on your own. You are splitting from the party, correct?
I'm essentially not immediately. I am standing right next to Matt as I'm trying to get a signal through.
Alright. You like tap into your squad frequency and you call out to the interrogator. Like you address him by his title, interrogator Locke.
Yes.
All of you hear this, by the way, on your comms. Maximum, you hear it twice because each one is on your comms and one is right next to you.
Mhm.
Interrogator Locke. You read me. Interrogator Locke. Please respond. Please respond.
You hear a click from the other side. Whatever it is, I'm sure it can wait. I'm in the middle of a hunt now.
I understand that, but currently we're receiving no new news, and the squad wish to do a quick scouting scope of the immediate area.
Denied. The area is too dangerous. Now return to your post.
Very well, Inquisitor, Interrogator Locke, over and out.
Why are we stumbling over your words?
I'm anxious. What can I say? I haven't been in combat for some time.
It's just the radio stack over the radio. I'm not trying to do it. I'm just now doing it.
It's contagious. Fuck.
It's okay. Maximo believes in you, just like my commissar. And Mama.
Oh, why that get him?
Who was it that was radioing him? It was the Kriegsman, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So after you got your request denied, And I assume you went back into to keep radioing, or did you go out into the swamps anyway?
Before I head back in, I just look through the scope of my rifle and just do a quick 180 sweep, making sure nothing's out there that I can see.
You do see some of the beasts of this world out in the distance, but nothing within threat radius, basically.
All right. I'll just have
Like-
to do from.
You see a fly that is about the size of a Taurus transport vehicle.
Is it within range?
No,
Okay.
No.
not by any standards. It's out in the distance.
Good. I hope it stays out there.
I just don't like this silence. Whenever there's silence out on a battlefield, there's always something that's about to go wrong.
Or it's just
Keep a sharp eye.
a standard garrison.
I'd still keep my guard up just in case. Keep at it, Matsumo. I'll return to my post.
Mm-hmm.
As I then head back to my post, without saying a word, go put on the headset and proceed to go through another sermon yet again.
Yep. And to make another hilarious skip happen, because have not had enough of those. That's basically the entirety of the next 3 days. So you're now on the third day.
Does even
Somewhere in
Maximo
the
even ever get relieved? Man, he's been standing out there for 3 days. He's dying of starvation.
Well, you have taken naps and eaten corpse starts from the towers rations.
He was not relieved, so therefore he couldn't sleep. So therefore,
We would relieve you.
Was it
Here's the thing.
ordered?
You don't need anybody to relieve you if there's no officers around. Take that from me. I
Maximo
know
belongs
something,
to duty.
something about
Therefore, he's going to.
He wants to be a good boy.
that. That's why even in your dreams, you still dream you're in that post, and it doesn't make a difference to you.
If anything, Austin himself would come down and say, "Hey, big guy, let's take you for a nap and some whatever the stuff is."
Anyway, the important bit is you all basically have a very boring 3 days. That's the important bit. Now,
This is absolutely pure bliss to David.
This is absolutely pure hell for Lucas.
why is this pure bliss to David?
Because he's not got to. Though he does enjoy just executing traders, he does love peace and quiet.
Yes, and it has been nothing but peace and quiet for 3 days.
Yeah,
Except for the occasional grant.
quiet.
Yeah, except for the occasional grant of utter suffering coming from the creature.
Which David takes pure pleasure from, obviously.
Oh no, it annoys him.
I mean, you definitely get a lot of annoying from Austin.
Yeah, but Austin, as you are in the middle of another groan, you happen upon an audio log that you can't get access to.
Hey, what's this now? Let's see.
Yeah. When you try to open up that file to inspect it, it says access encrypted behind a request for inquisitorial credentials by interrogator Arwin Locke or a superior. And has the symbol of the Inquisition next to it.
Huh. Hey, fellas, come, get over here.
What is it?
David just slowly stands up from his chair, and it looks like it takes him just a second too long for him to just turn over and start walking over. But when he does, he just looks at you and just goes, "Have you received some sort of stomach bug?" You've stopped groaning. And then he turns to the Kriegsman and just says, and I expected better from you.
I'm a soldier on the front lines. Doing this type of work is boring.
I mean, to be fair, wouldn't you be a 3-star veteran by now if you survived this long?
Depends.
I was making a joke. I found an IO log. It's inquisitorial, all that. I can't get into it. It says it needs mission from Locke or higher. It's even got the symbol and everything.
David's just staring at you silently.
After about a good 3 seconds, he'll say, "So, should we try contact Locke? Try get him to get the credentials?
No.
Ask him for the shit to open the shit."
If you wish to do that, go right ahead. If anything, I need to check I need to check something as I haven't checked it for a little while. If any updates have gone through.
Yeah, all right. Wait, I have to be the one talking. Why me?
You're the
Because
one who
you're
found
the
it.
one that wants to open.
Fine, fair enough. All right. Yo,
David then just walks away from you. As you watch, he sits down in his chair and then puts his volley gun on his lap while just looking at you.
I thought you were just going to say point at his head. And when it's like,
No, not doing that yet. He's waiting.
not yet. 5 days in, maybe. 3 days from now.
I have my of course have my lawn lads at my station, but in this case I pull out the data slate that I have with me at all times, and I'm just looking through that while just half-heartedly listening in on your communication.
Austin activates his Vox speed thingy, and he goes essentially. This is Austin Al Sarcasm trying to connect to interrogator Locks. Do you copy Locks?
Yes, I copy.
I just came in to report that there's an IO file that I can't access that says it needs your credentials or higher to access. It has the symbol on it.
And you sure you can't access it?
No, it says it needs your credentials for it.
Alright, good. Then you leave it that way. Lock out.
Wait, what if it's not important?
You do not get an answer.
David, as you actually just say that, you watch as David stand
By the way,
up.
these are squad communications, so all of you heard that?
Yeah, no. So David just stands up, and now he's basically stood there and just looking at you with the weapon no longer on his lap, but actually in his hands, as he's just looking at you now, stood up.
You see him like sort of pantomime. What do you want me to do?
Oh no, he seems to be waiting to see what you do. Do you continue to pester the interrogator?
You just see him put his hands up and just sort of look to the side, just like, understood, Austin out.
I can imagine this Austin actually makes the dude sound.
I probably.
Make us sad.
David looks at you for like a solid 3 more seconds, and these are probably like the longest 3 seconds of your life. As he just turns back around, sits down, and goes back to whatever he was doing before.
I've had less cold shoulders on Fenris. All right.
With the rations
Let's
from the
see.
facility, we're actually eating the food from the facility or our own personal
Yes.
supply?
From the facility.
Okay.
Now,
Although
see,
that
you
fraud
could, Austin, you could attempt to coerce the machine spirit into opening the file for you.
He puts his hand slowly around the computer tower. Hey, baby.
That would require a tech test, though. I
You
mean,
know what?
technically, since it doesn't look much different from him just using the code stator normally, and you guys are back to checking the radio, you would have not said anything out of the ordinary.
I'm just gonna say this. When David just hears, what's your character's name again?
Austin.
When he hears Austin basically say something under his breath, David just immediately snaps his head back to Austin and just goes, "What was that?"
Look, a man gets lonely, just left alone to his devices for 3 days, alright?
What are you saying, rogue
I-
trader? As he's just slowly reaching for the volley gun again.
Good God, Emperor, man. I was just talking to myself, thinking out loud. I practice my lines, try to get into character for certain situations. I ain't doing nothing.
Lucas just puts a hand on David's shoulder, and just slowly just shakes his head like it's not even worth it, and then just goes back to the radio.
Remember, Austin is not a guidesman.
In the mind. Remember
I'm
that.
barely even Imperial. He doesn't say that, to be clear.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah, David
Maximo
just,
is just watching
goes,
outside.
And Maximo is soggy.
Yeah,
I am.
David just
And
looks at
it's
Austin and
really
goes,
gross.
"Ensure
Here's a
that you
big,
lie."
soggy loaf of bread.
I know I am, but okay.
I know I am, but who are you? Wait.
Well, Maximo has found a new activity to do out here. He's counting how many frogs and of what color pass by the road every day.
Actually, I am preening my mustache and making sure it's well curvy.
And stacking frogs.
But colorful frogs.
Well, frogs are all nice, but not really my thing.
Right? So, will Austin try to coerce the machine spirit?
Frankly, I don't see why not. And if he fails, so what?
Well, I mean, whether you succeed or fail, nothing will really happen. You're just gonna be looking through another audio log.
True.
Or will it happen? I don't know.
And if he fails, he just fails and doesn't get in. Simple.
Yeah. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Oop. Tech test, right?
Yep.
Right up.
Good.
I don't think that.
Yeah, you basically click it and it asks for basically the encryption key, the password. You press 1, 2, 3, 4, enter. Wrong, and then you continue going through the list. You tried your best.
Man, I really hope this encryption key doesn't have any letters in it, or else I'm really screwed.
It has exclamation marks and upside down ones at that.
Oh, it's a dread upside down question mark.
I feel like it's that person who somehow manages to get like his eyes like twice the size of what they should be. Like, have you ever seen that post on Tumblr where these guys like posting something really weird, and then someone just posts, "How the fuck did you manage to get your eyes to be so tall?" And his eyes are like full.
I have no idea, but
Yeah,
how
what?
do you make your eyes look so tall? Sounds funny to me.
No, because basically, do you know how you have the lowercase I? Well, the stick of it was as tall as an L,
Oh,
and the top was like 3 inches up.
No, we were all thinking you were talking about your eyeballs. We were just very concerned about your health.
No, I have not become a slug.
Orchid eyeballs.
Anyway,
So, with that scene in mind, another 2 days of excruciating boredom pass. And then, out of nowhere, in the morning, as you're all ready for another long day of doing nothing, you hear the engine of a vehicle approaching.
Austin's just sort of bouncing his sword on
I
his
hear
hand.
something.
Lucas will take his long las and he'll peer out the window to see peer out any of the windows to see the approaching vehicle if possible.
That's very easy to see through the smoke dust that's rising from the like makeshift road to the radio tower. You see through the lens of your scope, Erwin Locke driving his transport vehicle down towards the tower.
Yeah, it's the interrogator. He's back.
I see.
Praise God,
And Lucas just begrudgingly just goes back to his seat, turns on the radio, and sulks as he has to hear another goddamn sermon.
David just slowly turns to the Kriegsman and just says, "You're probably the only Kriegsman I have ever met playing as do."
I haven't complained at all. I'm literally literally going through the motions of boredom.
Yes, I know. That's what he's talking about.
You're not allowed to be bored. You're in the Imperium now.
You're in
so-
the Imperium Guard, bitch.
The vehicle stops outside, and you hear like the scratch of tires as it does. It hits the fence a little, and Erwin Locke opens the door, grabs his explorer hat from the passenger seat, opens it up, puts it on, steps out of the vehicle, closes the door. Well, good day to you, Maximo.
Good morning, sir. May I be relieved? I need to use the restroom.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you, sir. I've been holding it in.
Can you call the others outside for me?
Yes.
He will go poke his Vox speed.
Interrogator Locke is outside expecting to see you. Please report in the front. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be back.
Wow.
Maximo out.
David immediately just grabs his volley gun and just marches out.
Maximo will pacefully walk in and use the little Ogren's room.
Austin jumps out an open window.
A lavatory.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, you jump out a window!
An open window. I would not break the glass.
Yeah,
What
because
glass?
you break the glass, he's gonna break your spine.
What glass?
As I said,
There's no
these.
glass for a radio tower. Oh.
As I set it to radio to frequency 17, I put down the headset, grab my lawn las, and start walking out there to the interrogator.
All right. Tally ho, fellas. How has the last few days been?
A little slow. Just a little bit slow.
Completely and totally dead quiet with nothing found on any of the frequencies thus far.
I have enjoyed myself with the silence when I have had it.
Well, I have pleasant news. The silence shall no longer be your bane. We're back to work.
And you see Maximo walk back out.
Right now, I have a few things to talk to you about. One is the purpose to why I was gone for so long. See, the fellow guest I got the other day, that you may have noticed its skin was pink. A vibrant violet maybe, but certainly towards pink. That indicates it's a male Feligaster, the smaller and less dominant of the species. So naturally, if there's a male Feligaster, there must be a female nearby. Now I don't know that because I caught the male, I knew that because I took a job to take down the female one. See, I was hired to take a watch of this world, of this part of the world anyway, under the idea that I'm part of an order of minorities that specialize in dealing with dangerous exotic fauna and flora of possibly xenos origin. I'm part of the order xenos, mind you. But my order doesn't have anything to do with this right now. What does have to do with this is that the locals have reported a rabid female Feligaster in the area, and I think its partner would be the best bait to bring it out, so we can kill it. Now you might ask me, why would an interrogator in the middle of a possible revolt crisis take the time to go big game hunting? Well, I'll explain to you. See, Inquisitor Maddox would like us to not make our presence much known, or who we work for. So if we're to earn the trust of these people, and these are frontier people, so mind you, they will be very untrusty, we need to earn it by making them like us, and not by start flashing around symbols of authority and such. By solving their problem, we can achieve that. And we can also achieve a quick talk between me and the head of the local PDF forces, so she can give me more intel on something else I found. The file that Mr. Al-Sarkazim spoke about. Gentlemen, would you follow me inside?
David doesn't ask.
Maximo will do so.
He goes to the main cogitator and he searches for that specific file and he finds it. Puts in a code that is absurdly long, by the way, Austin. 32 digits, 32 symbols, mind you.
Yeah, I was kind of close. He thinks to himself, not out loud. Don't shoot me, David.
And then he presses a
Wait,
little,
hold on, did you just say "Don't shoot me, David" out loud?
and then he presses basically a button that begins playing the audio log through the cogitator as it goes through the script of the log. And what you hear is the following. It begins with a grizzled voice saying this. Well, actually it begins with a mechanical voice, like a constructed voice saying, "Begin transmission." And then you hear a grizzled voice go, "HQ, this is Sergeant Fowler, Squad Theta. We performed the full perimeter check on the area, found a total of 9 bodies hanging from trees. Our boys. Each of them was scalped. So you can curse out the rabid animal theories. I don't know who did this, but they're professional. Suits are clean and lethal." Then suddenly you hear an indistinct voice in the background, speaking very frantically. And then you hear Sergeant Fowler again say, "HQ, this is Sergeant Fowler again. We require reinforcements. We've got 2 men down. I repeat, we've got 2 men down." Then another voice goes, "Request denied, Sergeant. Tactical retreat is advised." At that point, you're not hearing a response to that, but rather what you're hearing is the sounds of lasgun and autogun fire in bursts. So definitely like PDF weapons. And then you hear like frantic sounds of somebody picking up a mic very like frantically. Contact, enemy has a spin, location unknown. And then you hear the click as if the connection cuts. And then the other voice, the one from HQ, as you assume, goes, we lost contact with Squad Theta, sir. That makes 3 squads in that zone. An inaudible commanding voice heard in the background saying something. Dialogue, sir. And transmission. And I'm gonna post all of that in our transmissions chat on Discord. So you all can have like a text log of what was said.
All right.
And that's basically what you hear. And Erwin Locke turns around and looks at you. So, as acolytes of the Inquisition, what do you make of this? Not all together now.
This is no beast. Based on the recording and what they've seen, this is deliberate. We're dealing with something of territorial nature, humanoid by the sound of it.
Stealth capabilities indicate either Tau scout forces or possibly Eldar Rangers.
But the way they were killed does not speak necessarily to Eldar, from what reports I've heard of from comrades.
There are many kinds of Eldar. The main kind we face are the more imperialistic kind. Then you have the ones that come from the web, the dark parts. And then you have the more feral kind. It is possible we might be dealing with a feral.
Rogue insurgents?
While I do like your theories, gentlemen, I'm afraid to say that I think they're all wrong.
Rogue insurgents?
It is my personal opinion that we stand at the precipice of uncovering something connected to the heresy that Sir Maddox has spoken of. This speaks to me of a veteran trooper taking out the entire PDF force around here with relative ease. Probably some sort of retired veteran or such.
I don't know, but I guess.
Then a traitor who must pay.
Possibly. My other theory is gene stealers, but none of you would know what that is, I assume.
I think...
May I do a roll?
You can do an intelligence, but it will be very difficult.
Hey, any intelligence is better than none.
No idea.
I don't want my pants being stolen. Thank you.
Well, they're not out here for your pants, I'll tell you that. They're out here for your...
Genetics.
Well,
My jorts.
they're out here for your...
I'll
Was
make
it
sure
the
my
right
belt's extra tight.
Listen? They're not out here for your pants, my boy. They're out here to steal, well, your personality.
Oh, that's not good. I like my personality.
No. But, I said, if I can get a good talk with the commander of the local PDF forces, I can perhaps convince him to let us in on the case. And should we be allowed to do so, we can have a chance to take a look at this mysterious killer of ours ourselves. But to do so, we're gonna have to take down that Feligaster first.
And how exactly do you want us to take it down?
Well, that's simple. I spent the last 5 days locating its lair, trying to lure it out by laying a bait with pieces of its mate. And wouldn't you know it, I managed to slowly but surely trace it to the lair. Now, Felligasters tend to be the invisible sort, as I said initially, so expect them to surprise us. But also, I expect you to surprise it in return, by putting a severe amount of holes in it. Now keep in mind,
sir.
it
Sorry
may
for
wait.
yes, sir.
Now keep in mind, we don't want to completely fry the thing, so no big explosions or anything of the sort. The hide must remain mostly intact. And if you wonder why that's so, a dead Felligaster is worth a lot more if we can make cloaks out of it. Have I made myself clear?
About chameleon
sir.
cloak.
Alright, Maximo, proceed with your question.
By
And
chance,
yes, David.
do you have extra Ripper gun ammunition?
I'm sure that should the situation require us to do so, we can always inform our allies at Zax's Spear and request such.
Yes. I'm going to make sure it's dead. But I don't know if I'm going to have any ammunition left.
You can always stab it. In any case,
Good idea.
off to attack, boys. Oh, and before we go, if we're to maintain coherency of, well, in case anything happens on the field, can I have your data slate, Lucas?
Very well. I hand him over the data slate.
You see him basically, essentially he goes into the options and starts like messing around with some stuff. You can't really like precisely tell what he's doing, but it appears to be as if he's like fixing things.
Well, what is it you are doing to the data slate, if I may be allowed to ask?
Merely updating some permissions.
Very well.
Alright.
I then acquire the data slate from him and then proceed to just look it over real quick just to see what has changed.
Well, I'll tell you that very shortly. But first, let me just move this to that. Alright. And as he hands you back the data slate, you see that you now have a proper display of a lot more info than you did before. And to showcase what that means for you, the players, this is going to be the scan you're going to be looking at from now on.
All right. It's very nice.
This shall be a difficult secondary task.
Well, remember, it's about the majority of it. Essentially, what he told you was don't use any big explosions. So don't use blast weapons on it, basically.
Last time I checked, none of us have a rocket launcher on hand, so we should be good on that.
That also accounts for grenades, will I remind you?
Now, what about plasma weapons?
I mean, that's fine. I was very specific. Don't use blast well, actually, let's make the objective a bit more clear, I guess. Okay, there we go. So using any weapon with a blast rate during the fight will disable the additional objective. This doesn't mean you fail.
No.
It just means you lose your bonus. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Now-
Hey, Reaper, I'd like to do something, please.
Yeah.
I want to play my card to discard it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I play a Flame of Heart. Now, the main thing is, when you're talking to an NPC, you can gain 3 wrath to spend against that NPC. Alternatively, I can discard this card, gain 1 wrath, and draw a new card.
Okay, placed on the board. I'll just zoom in so everybody can see it.
Yes, I have once again drawn a card with something Eldari on it.
Ah, the curse goes on. I see. All right. I shall now hand you your extra wrath point, and here is your next card. I think you will enjoy this one.
Oh my god!
What?
Again?
No, not
Oh.
again.
It's that card that we talked about.
Excellent.
The one with the war gear.
Excellent. Use it wisely.
Oh my god.
I have made a little rule for that, by the way, but I will explain it if it's used.
I think I might save it for the moment.
Yes, I said use it wisely. Because I have had a very fun rule that you're gonna find out about it. So, Arwin climbs in the truck, in the vehicle, sits by the driver's seat. There's now positions for 6 people on the truck bed essentially, and there's also a passenger seat.
All right.
Maximo cannot sit in the passenger seat.
Or
I call
can I?
I call shotgun.
I'm going in the back.
Well, Maximo does have this ability known as Inviolable Grace and allows him to squeeze in smaller spaces than he's used to.
Would you like to though?
That'd be funny.
Yeah, but you got no leg room, my man. Jack
Yeah, like remember how you made an entire scene about not going in the Arvus later because it was small?
I know, right?
Yeah.
He'll
But don't you be
right
giving
on
me
the
crap
back.
now.
He'll be right on the back.
So, the 3 of you are now coursing down the road.
It's a very bumpy ride.
Yes, indeed. You might want to hold on to something.
Yes, I am, very tightly. I think I'm bending the metal. Interrogator?
As you are,
I know I made him mad.
As you're riding in the truck, I was changing music. As you're riding in the truck, you're going by the swamp areas, and you like see finally more of the surrounding areas. You notice some of the outposts of the local PDF forces, and you do see like the difference between a normal PDF there and what a feral world PDF is like, because in a normal PDF unit they would usually just have regular bunkers and stuff like that, right? Nothing big. Here, since it's like more of a feral world and this more of a frontier kind of civilization, you see stuff like quad autocannon towers, just in case anything pops out of the jungle and it's too big for conventional weapons.
Oh, that's big. Those are big guns.
Yeah, and the best part is that they seem to be following the target gunners up top. Follow your track as it passes by every time, just to make sure. So you get this idea that this PDF probably doesn't fuck around, and you will find out what an autocannon feels like if you provoke them. And at that point, Locke mentions, "Boys, you're pretty jumpy. Can't blame them either. I would be jumpy too if my home was getting attacked by giant monsters every once in a while. But then again, I'm usually the one attacking their homes, you know?" Were you sitting on the passenger seat?
Austin.
Yeah, he's saying that to you. The other three of you outside, you can't hear anything because of the air.
Well, we still have the
Yeah, I've got a full helmet on, so I don't think I can hear anything anyway.
Same.
You can't hear. Yeah, the two of them can't hear anything, even more so. And Maximo, you just have the air blowing into your face.
It's messing up my mustache.
Yeah, some it may look like a majestic, like, wind going through your golden hair and your well-maintained mustache. To other, it looks like you're you're struggling to keep your eyes open because of the wind. Your lips are like pulling back because of the speed and the wind. It's not great. And as you're going through the area, at some point you enter like the big part of the swamp. Like, this is starting to get to a point where you're starting to wonder, how does this vehicle make it so far, and when are we going to stop? Because you're basically, it has some like massive wheels, and you're like rolling over the underbrush. But you still have to wonder, like, at what point do we stop because it can't go on any further? And if you would give me a moment, I need to roll something. Let's do this. All right. You drive through the swamp. Goes relatively without interruption by anything or anyone, and you make it to a point where the vehicle stops, surrounded by underbrush into a spot. Like, it's pretty good for natural camouflage from a distance. And Locke basically opens the door and says to all of you, not those in the back of you can hear him, "Alright, fellas, we'll go on foot from here."
My butt hurts.
"Oh, trust me, you're gonna be hurting a lot more soon."
Nah.
Well, at least only one of my socks can get wet. Austin steps out.
You have augmented legs, right?
I have one augmented leg, so
No,
augmented legs is
both of them.
Yeah, it's both of them.
But I thought we said specifically a leg.
Oh, is it like
He
from
shot his
the?
foot.
No,
Yeah,
I'm asking,
it
is it
was-
is it from the cosmetic one or the ability?
cosmetic.
Okay, then he has one. So, with that in mind, you all begin to, I guess, get outside and make your way on foot.
Yes, sir.
All right. Um. So you start walking through the swamp, and well, more of a marsh really, as I've recently learned the difference between the two. It's generally very eerie. Like even at day, it's very much not a pleasant place to be at.
Question:
Yeah.
Is there brush we have to like cut through?
Locke is taking care of that. He has his big knife out.
Fair enough.
The bugs bite hard.
And I would like to know what's your movement order behind Locke.
Austin would go right behind Locke.
I'm taking up the rear.
Maximo will be second.
Alright, so assume that leaves one of you between Maximo and Lucas. That's David.
Yep.
Alright. So you continue through the swamp that way. So, I would like to ask all of you to do me a little favor. And since you are supposed to be looking out for stuff, roll me an awareness.
3 with the glory.
Oh,
Aha! Bug in your face.
frick.
I got a 2.
All right.
Well,
I find it amusing that Maximo is the most diligent, despite.
He's
And
carrying the
somehow-
team in a few ways.
Yeah, and our sniper, aka me, somehow ends up being on the bottom.
Well, you see, you brought a helmet to a swamp. It's all foggy.
so, I'll explain what happens. But first, I need to roll something.
Well, Maximo's dead.
Okay, I'm gonna say this in the most DM way possible. You don't see anything.
Of course. I'm bugs in the face. Birds and
No.
frogs all singy.
Let's put it this way. Austin and David and Maximo, you're fine. You're seeing properly. Lucas, there is a fly that keeps sitting on your gas mask, and it's annoying you because it just sits on the lens, and every time you try to smack it, it flies away, and you just smack the lens into your eye over and over. And it's starting to really piss you off.
David just looks at Lucas doing this as he just puts his hat, just grabs Lucas's wrist. That he's basically the hand that he's using to slap the fly. Just grabs it by the wrist and just says, "Stop."
As the fly then goes back on my lens, annoying the crap out of me.
No, now it's on David's lens.
David does not seem to give a shit. You could count the number of shits David could give on the hands of a guy who's had his hands blown off.
Smooth.
Maximo will just.
Interrogator, Locke. When are we going to get there?
And we'll get there. It's a bit of a walk.
I don't like this place. It's too stinky.
I know what to do.
I mean, Hey, could be worse. Could be on fire.
Yeah,
preferable.
I think so. That would be worse.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying it would be
Could
worse.
be
if it was
stinky
on fire.
and on fire. Now that's terrible.
We could be
Yeah.
on Krieg.
Yeah, he's right. We could be on Krieg. Could be worse.
What, you saying you can't handle a little radiation?
No.
No.
If everyone's like you, I'd shoot myself within the first 5 minutes.
Oh no, no reason to start throwing words out, boys. After all, we're all here on the same mission. Last time I checked.
And the last time I checked, half the Kriegsmen I've met are nothing like
I mean, you're the one complaining here, man.
soldiers.
Well, I will remind you, you're no longer soldiers, you're agents.
That's right.
Yeah,
You're
that's the
privateer.
point.
Yeah, every single time I try to talk, someone else talks.
So, now let's see, we have that many. Let's see what happens when I do this. Ah, Austin, as
Yeah.
you go to speak again, you are going to feel something soon. I'm afraid to inform you.
I touched the dark frog, didn't I?
As you're walking, you all suddenly see this like pink 10-day like thing filled with like little thorns. Just slap Dave Austin, and it's gonna be a 2 to hit you. What's your defense? Your defense is
Aha!
okay.
Actually?
So you see this tongue appendage fly out like a frog's tongue to hit you, and it completely misses. And I'm gonna take you to a battle map.
He sees it coming and just suddenly Neo dodges, just like goes back and grabs his hat. Just
Why do you have
It's like-
10 wounds right now?
I do. I didn't set that to that. I never turned it up. What the hell? Who's trying to kill me? Who's trying to assassinate me here?
Frog.
Fro, it's the Froge.
It is Le Frog.
Oh.
And
He's under attack.
you see these creatures start crawling out of the marshes. 6 of them, in fact. And as they crawl out of the water, Erwin Locke yells, "Swamp nappers, everyone! Don't let the tongue slats you!" And it's time to decide who goes first.
I would actually like to go first, please.
The
Retaliation.
one that's just been slapped.
This. Let's find. And this. What about this?
That's a bit loud. You might have to lower it.
And this. You know what? Well, it's gonna go back to Swamp Planet music. And
I assume you didn't get any combat music prepared?
oh, I will get your combat music right now. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Yeah, what about this? Let's hear it out a bit. Or anyone. 1 second, everyone.
Take your time. I'll be right back.
Okay, this is perfect. Well, not really, but it's what we're gonna use. So, who wants to go first?
I would actually like to go first, please.
All right.
Right.
So, Austin, you're going first.
Yeah. Okay, looking around, where did on which of my directions did the tongue come from?
Here.
Right. Alright. And so that one has already taken a turn, yes?
No.
Oh, cool. In that case, he looks to the frog and will activate one of his talents. Fast Draw. 1 second, I shall copy and paste real quick. But
You blindside your enemies by throwing and firing whilst they are still preparing for combat. In combat, any attacks you make against the enemies who have not yet taken a turn gain plus double rank bonus dice on the attack test. Alright?
alright.
So you get plus 2 bonus dice on the attack, that's ADB. Sorry, yeah, that's ADB. Let me load the music a bit more. Alright. So assume you're shooting with your plasma pistol.
Yep, as he dodges the shot, he pulls out his plasma pistol and try to fire right back at the thing.
Mhm.
Lightning reflexes. Wabang! Woo!
Alright, that's 6. And I'm fairly certain you can shift 1. So go right ahead.
Alright. And fire.
As you fire at this thing, you let it loose a bolt of plasma right into its mouth. And you see just the back of this creature explode upwards as you outright kill it by shooting with a plasma weapon.
I has returned. My apologies.
Oh, you just missed an amazing shot. How you like the taste of that, huh?
Your base damage killed it. You didn't even do any extra damage.
Has a plasma pistol. He doesn't need to do extra damage.
You think I'm just here as comedy relief? Come on! Hey! Now,
Alright, so
well,
now it's
Someone has to be.
Now it's gonna be an enemy turn. Unless you would like to spend a glow to intercept.
yes. I'm
Not
on a
you.
roll. So.
You take a turn.
Ah,
You sit down.
Settle down, boy. Settle down.
Whoa, the gunslinger. Okay, so the enemy will take a turn. And this swamp napper. Let's see here. What speed? That's speed. And what's range? Alright, so let's see if any of you are within range. This swamp napper will move over to here, and it will try to attack the biggest target, which is Maximo.
Oh no!
So Maximo, it's going to latch out its tongue towards you.
No, 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 no! It's gonna be big and gross!
It
Oh.
rolls a 6. What's your defense?
It's a 1.
Hold on, I can actually see that. Yes, it's a 1. So it's gonna shift 2. It's gonna shift 2 for damage. And roll. It does 17 damage a part of which is reduced by your resilience, which is 11. So you would be receiving 6 wounds. Would you like to use shock?
Yes, sir. I'm going to try
Roll
to take
termination.
shock. I take 4.
You may take 4 of those 6 as shock and 2 of them as wounds. Well, and
I'm
you are
being
now,
licked.
and it currently has its tongue basically wrapped around your waist. And I'm going to spend a ruin to activate a ruin action of this creature. Here's my 10 cents. And the ruin action is tongue pull. Because the latching tongue inflicts restrained. The swamp number pulls a creature it has restrained 10 meters closer to it. If this movement would cause the creature to be in the same space as the swamp napper, the creature is also considered to have the blinded and bleeding conditions while it remains restrained. The restrained creature can attempt an opposed athletics check to resist this movement. So, you may roll me athletics if you wish to resist the movement.
Alright, he's going to try to resist.
Yeah, against the athletics of a swamp napper.
Well, let's see. I rolled a 4.
It rolled a 5.
No!
So it pulls you 10 closer and actually pulls you to its current position, so you are now blind and bleeding.
Wow, that's 10 meters? Oh, wow. That's very fast.
And yeah, you were 6 meters away.
Yep, Maximo is in the mouth and just...
Yeah, it basically has half of you in its mouth, like head first. And the reason why you're bleeding is because of its like multiple rows of teeth biting into you right now. So, who would like to go next?
I would.
Also, since it inflicted bleeding, do you take damage now or later? We should check this out.
Start of my turn.
Okay, good. So, David wants to go next?
Yes.
Alright. What would you like to do, David?
Well, I would like to aim. I'd like to take the aim, and I would like to take a cold shot to activate a dead shot.
Alright, what degree of difficulty are you aiming for?
3.
Okay, so your target will increase its defense by 3,
Yup.
and then if you succeed, you gain a plus 6 CD.
No, it's plus 8. Because plus 3 DN gives you plus 3 extra damage dice, and an aim shot gives you an extra 1, so that's an 8. For an aim
Okay,
shot.
so if you make a cold shot for 3, you would
cold
get
shot 3.
you would get
and then
3 AD. And then
plus one.
dead shot doubles the amount you would get, so you get 6.
Yeah, but you also have to take the aim action, which gives you another 1, which is also doubled.
No, the one from the aim action is to your attack, not your AD.
Wait, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So you get 1 ABD and 6 DBD.
Ah,
now.
okay.
Yeah. So make your attack with an extra attack dice.
Yup. So.
And doesn't your Hotshot volley gun also doesn't your Hotshot volley gun have some traits for this?
Reliable.
It only has reliable.
Give me a second. Where is it? No. It only has the reliable and heavy traits.
Oh, hold on, let me see here. What's the volley gun? Oh, you don't have it here.
I have it in the section.
Let me just real quick go to the exact page where that is, so I can tell you. Because I'm fairly certain Hotshot volley gun should have like a rapid fire.
Oh yeah, no, they have a higher salvo rating, but that's it.
Oh, so I don't have rapid fire. Okay, so since that's reliable, you may ignore the first complication for this session, which is that one.
Yeah,
And with a 5, since you increase its defense by 3, I'm afraid you don't hit it.
I want to use a wrath to re-roll.
Okay, go ahead. I will take away your wrath now.
I've already done it.
Uh,
Oh, from my sheet. Yeah, I've done it from my sheet, but not on the thing.
yeah.
That's
it's good.
9.
Alright, that's 9. In that case, you do hit it. And hold on, you may shift. If we remove 2 from random, so you may shift 1.
Okay, so that's 1 extra damage die on top of what I'm already adding.
Yes.
Yes.
19.
With 19 damage, you aim for like these things like. You aim for the back of its mouth as it opens to bite into Maximo again, and you completely shred through the other side as you turn the top of its mouth into a giant hole, basically, of burn wounds. And this thing is now the dead. Maximo, you're no longer restrained and thus no longer blinded or bleeding.
Nah. Whoever did that, thanks!
And now it's gonna be one of their turns.
Oh, not again.
And it's gonna be this one's turn.
Uh-oh.
I would have found it more ironic if you just used the one on the south, bite Maximo and drag him away again and just no!
This one is going to move here. And it's going to latch out tongue at Lucas.
Of course.
Bye-bye, Kriegsman.
And since it's within shorter, it's within a shorter range. Actually, is it? It has to be within 3 squares of you. Yes. So since within a shorter range, it will get an extra bonus die to its attack. Oh wait, no, this is a melee attack, so ignore that one next to 3. That's 5. What's your defense? Your defense is
My defense is 2.
2. So it may shift 1, is what we learned here. Where it would deal 14 damage, 8 of which is reduced by your resilience, leaving it with 6 damage to do to you. Would you like to roll determination against that?
Yes.
Go ahead. You may reduce that 6 damage by 1 and convert to shock, and you take the rest as wounds. So you take 5 wounds.
Oh.
And you are now heavily wounded. So you gain a +2 penalty to your actions.
Yep.
Alright, so... wait, is heavily wounded still applying in this version of the game, Amakar, or is it just wounded?
You gain one. You get the wounded condition if you actually take at least 1 wound, and you are heavily wounded if you're below your half health.
Yeah, he's below half health, so +2 difficult to everything. Yes, I think so. Anyway, and now I'm going to spend a point of ruin to activate Tongue Pool. So you may make me an opposed athletics test.
Please don't screw me over.
Yeah, that's 3 for athletics. 2, you managed to resist the pool. You're only restrained for now.
Oh, I'm gonna kill that thing. I'm going to kill that
The guy,
thing.
his tongue stuck in a branch too.
So who would like to go next?
Maximo.
Alright, Maximo, go ahead.
Alright. Maximo is going to do a multi-action, of course. I am going to...
Alright.
Yes. First, I am going to spend one of my rat points to recover some shock.
Go ahead.
And how much shock is this? Of course, guide. Let's see here, shock. Okay, rank +3 shock. My rank is
4
1,
shock.
so I've reduced my shock back to 0. I feel healthier now. Then I turn towards this bugger, or actually, this bugger right here, the one's assaulting my friends.
Alright, keep in mind his defense increased by +3 because you're wounded and taking a multi-action of 2 actions.
Indeed. And I'll take my movement to go this way. To get myself in shorter range, of course.
Alright.
Take my
What's the range of the Reaper gun for short range?
my medium range is 12, so I need 6 meters for half.
Okay, you are within 6 meters of it.
Indeed I am. And nothing else. I am going to shoot now.
You do get an extra attack dice because you're within short range.
Yes, I have applied, and I think I missed.
Yes, you shoot wide as it like lowers into the water in response to your fire, and you shoot the lilies. And now it's one of their turns. Unless anybody would like to intercept.
Ah, slippery buggers.
David, you're the only one who can intercept. No, Lucas is the only one who can intercept if he wants to. Would you like to intercept Lucas?
Oh, intercept and attack.
Basically intercept the turn, so you get to play before they have a chance to play after Maximo. But
Yeah. Yes, I will happily do that.
Is everyone okay with spending a glare for that?
Maximo will allow.
Yeah.
Alright.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Yay.
There will be no peace after this, as we're clear.
I am wounded, I am mad, and I'm about ready to shoot someone.
Alright.
Let's see.
You might want to shoot the thing that's trying to pull you in.
True. Very true indeed. So yes,
you are
I'm gonna
within short range,
Yep.
and you could spend your movement to aim, since you can't actually move.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take aim. Then let's see. Since I'm taking aim and it's in short range, do I add any dice to
You
the...
add 2 ABD.
All right. There's a 5 hit.
5 just hits because of your heavily wounded condition. Roll for damage. You deal 10 damage as you shoot it. It is still alive, but you have managed to put a major puncture wound through it. And let me check something real quick. Yep. So, after anything else you want to do? Well, not like you can, but you know, I'm just asking for politeness.
Outside of the fact that I am still technically restrained, I can't really do much now, can I?
Yep. So, with you having taken a turn, it's not gonna be a Swamp Napper's turn. It's gonna be this one. Gonna come over 4 meters by flapping by basically quickly swishing in land, and it's gonna try to hit you, David. Are you ready, David?
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's a 9 with a critical. Thankfully, it's a trooper, so it can't crit.
Alright, 9 hits. My defense is 1.
Oh, so it can shift 3. Is what you're telling me.
Yep.
You are now restrained. And it would deal 12 damage.
My
What's
resilience is 9, so
You would be taking 3 wounds. You can roll termination if you wish.
yes, termination.
You may reduce the wounds you could be taking by 2 to 1 wound, and you also take 2 shock.
I rolled an icon. Isn't that just 1 shock?
No, it's 2 shock because it's an exalted.
Okay.
And that's this thing's turn. And next up is Interrogator Locke's turn. And Interrogator Locke is going to turn towards this one. Or actually... Interrogator Locke will turn towards the one that just attacked David. And he's going to take the aim action. And since it's probably, let's see, is it within short range? Yes. So there's another rule that applies here. Called Rapid Fire. And when he's within short range, he gets extra damage dice if he hits. So he's not going to aim. And he... Yeah, he misses. You see him fire 2 bursts from his Thunderbolt, a burst of 2 rounds from his Thunderbolter, and they both completely miss.
I find it funny, personally.
Hitting a weird, like, wooden outhouse-like structure that is next to the Swamp Napper.
Please tell me we hear someone just scream.
I
You just hear a sound from inside go, Somba! And you...
Somebody just shot me. The world is going easy.
Someone help! I can't feel my legs.
We're getting
I think that was warrants a
yeah,
wrath point.
You know what? Yes, Ty, you get a wrath point for good jokes.
Thank you.
Actually, no,
Thank
a glory point for good joke. Because it was a
Yeah.
joke effort.
you. Fair enough.
So,
Whose turn is it now?
now it's time for another one of the Swamp Nappers, you know? Those fun creatures that you like so much. Let's see.
I remember we got 2 that haven't moved or attacked at all, so...
Oh, we have 3 of them that haven't moved or attacked at all. So now it's gonna be this one's turn. And it's going to try to attack from its current position towards Maximo.
Wait, hold on. Where's the third one that's not attacked? I don't see it.
Oh, it's there.
That one already attacked. It has me restrained.
No, it hasn't. Look at the turn order. Alright, one of them is already dead. I forgot about that. So yeah, it's the... Yeah. I forgot that Austin just Han Solo'd one of them. Alright, so...
Right.
Well,
Some
technically
number
two
will
of
try
them
to...
did.
Some number will try to attack you now, Maximo.
Not again.
Oh, yes, again. Does a 9 hit you?
No,
Liar.
it's the tree next to me.
You have a defense of 1, which means it's going to shift 4 for damage.
No,
That will be 17 damage.
not
And
again.
you reduce that by 11 to 6. You may roll termination if you wish.
Yes. Oh,
Would you like to spend a rest to roll that?
nope.
Okay, so then you take 6 damage.
I'm
You're now
not feeling
heavily
too
wounded.
well.
And now, since there's no more player turns to go, it's gonna be the last Swamp Napper's turn, which is going to take the use movement action, then a simple action to run, and it's going to then take another action to move even further. I'm gonna go over here. And that's the turn.
If I may go next, I have something that might be able to help us.
We're standing on a new turn, so would you like to go next?
Yes.
Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, show us what you can do, Magic Man.
Alright.
Who are you
So-
going to free?
Well, first off, so we got a good few people who are wounded and shocked, right?
Yep.
Alright. So, activating an ability, Austin says, "Don't worry, fellas. We're just getting our licks in." As he-
You need to be either wounded or inflict by condition to use that yourself.
I do?
Yeah, gallows humor.
Right. Okay. In that case, he doesn't say that joke. Save him for later. Okay, so who's restrained? Maximo. Is it by the Fire Frog?
Maximo and Lucas are restrained.
Lucas does not have the thing on it.
I'll just do a polygon line of a pink line.
Let's see.
Oops.
I can only
Okay.
shoot once.
I'll just
per
put
turn.
the token. I'll just put the marker on. You can make a multi-attack. It's okay, I have the... Put the thing on.
Alright then.
You can make a multi-attack against 2 targets. It will increase their defense by 2. And then you roll damage once and apply the same damage to both of them.
I'm a risk it for that biscuit.
Okay, which 2 are you aiming for?
The one's restraining.
So this one and this one. What's the range of your plasma pistol?
Right? The first number is 6. The second is 12.
Oh yes, for the first attack, you're gonna have an extra attack bonus die,
Okay.
ADB, and the second one is normal. So go
Right.
ahead.
First one for the closer guy.
Hits.
That's right. And attack. Or should I do the damage or hold off?
You do now. You do another attack without the bonus die for the one far away.
Attack.
That
Oh,
also
nice.
hits and it's a critical. So let's roll on the critical table. Roll me d66. It's on your combat tab. The 2d6 next to each other.
Okay. Combat tab. Aha. 31.
31. Let's see what it is. I went to the wrong page again because my PDF reader doesn't do well. With anything really. Not just this system. This system is amazing. So you said 31?
Yes. 3-1.
Merciless strike.
Ooh.
A blow to the foe's body steals the breath from their lungs, pulverizing their innards with a nasty crunch. A target suffers a mortal wound, and you can spend glory to add mortal wounds to it. But
I-
roll damage.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be much news. Stuff.
Yeah, you basically turn around, and you know how plasma guns have the like little vent on the back?
Yeah.
You basically put your hand in the vent and like quickly spin it as you fire like a quick draw. Just quickly venting it between shots. and and you blast out both of those things into a burning mass of flesh and atoms.
Alright, who's next? Come on, we ain't got all day.
Okay, next is gonna be a swamp napper. Also, you two are no longer restrained. Congratulations.
Aye, that's good. I hope.
Thanks to having the Clint Eastwood of the Imperium apparently with us.
Apparently.
I don't know if he's good or bad, but he definitely ain't the ugly.
Yup.
Damn straight.
Now, the swamp napper here, the one that is right next to Lucas. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll something for them.
Yeah, because I'm currently grappled by the.
This swamp napper will break into a full retreat since they are wild animals and they're not committing to this. And that's gonna be its turn. Now it can be a player's turn.
Can I go next, please?
Oh.
Sure.
Amakar, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, Maximo, if it was possible, he was probably going to take his turn, but I'll let him take it first.
Alright.
Alright.
David, go ahead.
Okay, I would like to take a cold and aimed shot at the one that's currently grappling me, and can I use my salvo?
Yes.
Wait,
Do I add salvo to the
Let's think about this one.
actual damage?
Wait, what?
Where do I add salvo? Tackle damage.
Attack.
Back? Okay. Alright, so... And I'm gonna make this a DN3 salvo. I mean, DN3...
Okay. So the enemy gets a +4 bonus to their defense due to your wound condition and your cold shot. And you may now roll your attack. That barely hits.
Oh, should I raff it just to get a few more points of damage out?
That's
You
up
did
to
get
you.
+6 from cold shot.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to do that.
It's up to you.
Nah, I won't wrath it. Yeah, so just roll my base damage with the +6.
Yep, go ahead.
Yup. 19.
Yeah, you unload an entire lashback on this thing, and you basically shred it. There's like bits of tongue and swamp napper all over this line that you fire at. You also utterly destroy the outhouse. It's completely destroyed, and whatever was inside, it is completely scorched, but it was big and fat.
Someone once told me the jungle's gonna kill
Is it
me.
green?
My ghost is just merely a fade.
And that concludes combat.
Alright. Maximo would like to still do an action.
What action would you like to take?
He would like to do his ability known as Born Survivor. You can use a survival will instead of medicate intelligence to remove your own wounds, shock, or conditions. You do not
You
suffer
might want to wait a second for that, so you will have a chance to all of you to heal very soon.
Well, the thing is, you do not suffer the usual DN penalties for using this ability on yourself.
Yeah, you can use that during that time as well, though. So, give me a second, because I'm about to suggest something.
Oh no.
but I need to look at the rules for one little bit.
Guys, do you know where my foot went?
In the mud.
Oh, there it is. Thanks.
No problem, man. I lose mine all the time.
Oh,
I need to go to the index for this. Where's R? R-E, R-E, R-E-S, R-E-S.
What are you looking for so I can assist?
There we go. I found it.
Okay.
Don't worry, I have the ability of knowing how to use a glossary.
very shiny.
And so to the violent, but no matter how mighty, but human or even you are.
I assume you're learning the rules of regroup.
I am refreshing myself on the rules of our group. If we may use that word instead, please. Because last time I used that group in Earth and Glory was during the Deathwatch game. That nobody watching this has any idea what it's referring to, except for like one person.
I wonder who that may be.
The guy who played the apothecary. Okay, so maximum, the thing it will allow you to do because of the ability, even though it normally doesn't allow you to do that, is during a group, which I'm going to explain soon what that is, you will allow you to use your survival score instead of your Medicaid score to heal yourself. That's not something the ability normally allows, but I think it's reasonable to allow it to do though.
Indeed. I was born tough.
And very resilient.
So, Erwin basically takes you out of the swamp, all of you, like out of the waters. And
Oh, look, a rubber ducky. I wonder where they left it while out here.
it is in there by Dachi, correct? And as you're all gathered outside of the swamp water,
Ah, my boots.
it's at this point interrogator Locke looks at all of you and assesses the damages, and he says, "All right, fellows, I think this is a good spot to take a quick 1-hour break, assess our wounds, assess our equipment, and then keep trotting on. And go on march in the jungle if you're not ready." So, a group lasts 1 hour, and it allows you guys to heal a single character, which can be yourself, for a number of points equal to your Medicaid score.
Alright. Maximo uses Born Survivor to use his survival for it. And he has a
Alright.
survivor, basically a purchased survival score of 3, or a total of 5.
It's your total score.
Total
So
score would
you
be 5.
So you heal 5.
Alright.
Which one of you is currently the most wounded after Maximo heals himself?
He just picks off the tongue bits and just... And you actually see his skin starting to rebuild itself slowly.
Yes.
I currently have 2 wounds left.
No, you have 8 wounds left. Oh wait, no, you. Sorry, mistook the voice again. My bad.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
currently
your old guardsman to me.
Thank you. Anyway,
well,
yes.
since you are missing exactly 5 wounds, since you have exactly
Yep.
5 wounds, Locke will actually go to you, Lucas, and he will be like, may I shit, lad? And with his Medicaid score of 5, he can remove 5 wounds from you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, his Medicaid score is 7. Yeah, he's an interrogator. They really know their way around the human body.
Yeah.
They're torturers, by the way.
Let me reverse
I
torture
kinda
you by
figured.
healing you. And give you a
Yep.
therapy
Yeah,
session.
you actually see him basically perform surgery with a torture kit on you.
Let me unhurt you.
Not the worst thing.
That's
Now,
one way of saying healing. I'm not healing you. I'm just unhurting you.
Now,
What?
David, what's your Medicaid score? David?
I think he did. Where'd he go?
David?
Oh yeah, hey,
David?
yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I blanked out for a moment.
What's your Medicaid score?
No, the frogs got him.
My
Is at
Medicaid
least
score is a
1.
1.
Okay, so you can heal yourself. Austin, what's your Medicaid score?
Not hurt.
What's your Medicaid score, you?
I
Your skill. Your Medicaid skill.
Medicaid.
Yeah.
Total.
Right now, back to
1.
0 wounds.
1. Alright. Maximo, how many wounds do you have right now?
I have a total of 3 left.
So, Austin, you could remove another one from those 3 if you want, from Maximo.
Sure, yeah.
And now the one who hasn't used his Medicaid abilities so far in this group is Lucas. Lucas, what's your Medicaid total?
Oh, I like the band-aid you put on. It's pink.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
Lucas?
Is he-
Yes.
Oh no, the
What's
frogs
your
got him too.
Medicaid score?
2.
Oh, then you have exactly enough to help Maximo heal back to full if you wish.
Okay then. I will do just that.
Alright.
Packing the wounds with mud and just.
It stings a little.
Alright, then he'll be 0 wounds then.
Alright, so your shock remains as is if there's no way for you to lower it.
Well, you can spend a wrath
And-
point to recover shock.
Well, yes, but I'm just saying that, they can do that, but... Anyway, and we're gonna take a quick 5 minutes break here. While our characters are taking a break, and I convene in 5. Is that good with everyone?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose so.
Because I need to get some water.
Understood.
Well, there's plenty of air around the swamp.
The taste of soggy.
I has returned. Let's see. What does the cogitator say about people? I see some people, yes. Or
I am here, yes.
My God,
Yeah.
people are
Or-
watching us.
Yeah, some people are in the chat and watching us. I say thank you for showing and even giving us a consideration.
And who are these glorious viewers of ours?
Humans, I think.
Dox them right now.
Wait, why are we doxing them?
My God, man, do you not know what a joke is?
I know you're making a joke, but why?
I don't
why
see
would
any
you do
dogs
that?
around. This is a swamp. I don't see any.
I mean, I can hear a couple of ducks right now.
Oh, dogs. Yeah. Well, anyways, I say hello and welcome to the stream. And
Hello, everyone. I'm
he's
back.
back. Good. He has his water.
And I would like to bring in our special commercial for the day.
Oh no.
Give me a second.
Let me guess, are we sponsored by Corpse Starch?
I think he's talking about the emergency
Yes.
mercy brand bars of the Emperor.
Today's stream is sponsored by Alien Beans. Bottle Brother, have you had your aliens bean lately? No, Bottle Brother. What are alien beans? Well, of
Make
course, it's your
them
number
supper.
one. Do not dare no grin. It's the number one source of fiber in the galaxy. Oh, really? And what is it made of? Mr. Xenos meat. Everyone's favorite. Alien Beans does not take any responsibility for development of alien appendages and/or mutations. Please consult your nearest apothecary.
It's alien beans. I had to do the joke. I'm sorry.
Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beans.
Me and the Battle Brothers at 3 a.m. looking for beans!
Did somebody say beans?
No, but I just imagine that we're all just like sat in the swamp around the campfire when all of a sudden this group of space marines just step out of like from behind a tree to start doing this advertisement in front of us. Then
Just a group of grey knights and all of you, including Locke, are just pretending to not see it.
I would just
Well, this
imagine
is
that just a
scariest
random servo
calling
skull just blaring advertisements out of nowhere. Just why is this advertising servo skull flying around blaring advertisements in the middle of a swamp?
Just fucking Edie from Fallout.
So, but the thing is, this thing has a backpack and it's actually just giving out the product it's advertising.
Randomly throwing cans of beans.
Would you like bean sample?
No, it's not throwing them, it's gone air cannon.
It's like one of the teacher's cans. It's just...
Alright, so, back to the game itself. So, you all spend an hour basically dressing your wounds and resting, and Interrogator Locke basically gives you some tips about the swamp and surviving in the swamp. He also regales you with like some stories from his days in the swamp. Like that one time that he spent 16 hours inside the same mud puddle, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to shoot at a creature, and then missed, so he had to fire again, and that time he actually hit it, but survived and flew away. He did not know they could fly until that point. And now returning the campaign. So yeah, I figured it. Well, they fly now.
Huh.
I blame popular fiction.
And then he looks at the sky. Well, it's starting to get quite dark. We should get a move on.
Yes.
Let's hopefully get to the general area before we get attacked by any more of those things. Whatever
Alright.
they
Well,
are.
so we should be relatively close to the Feligaster's nest. Now, do not be fooled. Feligasters are night predators, so it will probably be asleep during the day. But, well, the odds of calling an sleeping Feligaster asleep is like calling a guardsman not ready on the trigger. They always are. Well, bad analogy. Feligasters don't really sleep. They lightly nap, and the moment you step in their cave, they will know you're there. Very good senses and all. But in any case, we should be ready to fight it. And he starts to move on through the swamp again.
All right, Maximo will try to follow as best way as can, avoiding the puddles.
So, is any of you above half of their maximum shock right now?
Hello.
Maximo is above his maximum shock. Or not, no, he has 0 shock, sorry.
I'm at half shot.
Is anybody above his half?
I'm at exactly half.
We start at 0, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, then not me.
So, nobody is above half shock?
Correct.
No?
Alright then. So you continue on, moving onwards. Also, we seem to have lost Amakar from Roll20.
What?
Oh,
How
that's
is that?
I don't know, you just disappeared for a second.
My
so-
webpage might have refreshed.
Um,
I've
So you-
disappeared.
continue further. None of you notice anything strange or have anything weird happen to you. Until at some point you come across this very large cavern mouth. Like absurdly large. If I was to put it into perspective, you could probably fit a Bane blade in there.
That's big.
Yeah. And what's even more worrying is that Locke stops all of you with a hand gesture, and he points that cave and goes, "That's your nest, boys." Remember when I said that the females are the larger of the species?
Aye.
Well, you probably see it now.
So how do we approach this?
Well, my usual approach is set up a trap and lure it out, but setting a trap for something this big and at a terrain like this would be kind of difficult. And if you ask me why then I set up a trap somewhere else, well, Feligasters don't really leave their hunting ground easily. Not even if the prey is wounded and needs to catch.
All right.
So, any bright ideas from any of you?
I have a... Oh, you said no explosions. Never mind.
Right? Anyone
I
else?
would have suggested you frag bomb, but you said no, so I will not.
Indeed.
All I can do is make lots of noise and try to survive being hit.
For now, try to not wake her up too early.
I'm not exactly quiet, though, myself.
I mean, how far back in the cave is she?
I would not step in there to find out if I were you.
I mean, it seems like the only way we really have of doing anything is just waking her up, isn't it?
Can I use my my monoscope to not my molecular scope, my monoscope, which is basically like a pair of
Binocular.
binoculars to like see what I can see.
Hold on. You said not your binoculars, your monoscope.
Yeah, no, hold on, wait, no. No, wait, no, why is it... It's a light source, apparently. Never mind.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I guess my scope
it's
then.
basically a flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's a flashlight and a live feed. It's basically like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I do use my scope then to see.
It's basically a camera, if you think about it. So what's your suggestion?
Can I like use my scope to see if I can like see anything that we could use in the environment against it?
It would be too dark inside that cavern for you to like spot anything in there that you can use.
No, I mean like in like the walls around the like cave and that, like something that we can like use to like get it down and just kill it.
Like a cave-in?
Yes.
Well, remember, we don't really want to like, causing a cave to fall on it. I think would be pretty equivalent to using a bomb on it. A cave-in is an option if things go bad.
What about a cave out?
Yeah, I was like thinking like that, like bring down the like rock above it down. So we could do like some extra damage to it. It wouldn't really be an explosion, but yeah.
Well,
If you're looking for ingenious ideas, we don't have any.
Like,
We're not,
what's our
we're not physically prepared for such entrapments.
all right. Does Lucas have any suggestion?
Creature that size and would have had to have adapted well in the swamp, but if we could find a deep enough part of the swamp, we could potentially slow it down and get it stuck, and from there be able to act accordingly. But that would depend on how intelligent the creature would be to the area.
Well, I'll tell you this, Lucas. Those things are the size of a large armed vehicle, and also about as agile and cunning as your average Eldar. So odds are we will be getting stuck first.
Well, we can
I'm
always
gonna
send
make an
Maximo inside.
intelligence check for Mr. Erwin here to see if he comes up with a plan.
Nah, why would he ever think of a plan? He is the interrogator. See, no idea.
Would anybody like to perhaps spend their wrath to see if Erwin gets a better idea than what he's about to suggest?
I'll do that. Yeah.
All right, then with our wrath on the table.
That's the gear thing, right?
Yes.
Oh,
All right. Boom. And I'm going to roll that. Oh, 5. That's much better. Locke spends like a good solid minute or two thinking, and then he snaps his fingers. I think I have an idea, fellows.
You do?
Wait until the veil of night falls deep, so the Feligaster goes out to hunt, sneak into the cave, He's like hand gesturing as he's saying all that. And when it returns to rest from the hunt, we open fire.
I
It would be
suppose
tired.
so. That requires more waiting.
Well, a good hunter knows to wait, and a good inquisitorial acolyte knows to think cunningly. We can't take down an entire system worth of traitor by going about it with brute force. Now, can we?
Well, all I know is brute force.
It's just not an unideal option.
Honestly, we could decide worse things. So I like it.
I am
Right then?
basically big, strong, be in the way of enemy fire, and keep everyone alive by making sure I get hit first. My natural healing abilities keeps me alive longer.
I would also like to point something out to you, Interrogator Locke. I was known for executing cowards in the Schola Primaris.
And I'm known for being able to hit a fly with a bolt gun at 2,000 yards.
Then why'd you miss on the other two things back there? Were they warning shots?
So,
Or were you aiming for flies?
as you say that, he takes out the stabber from his belt, and before you can ever see him throw it, he takes off one of your epaulets with a shot, without even looking at you.
He needs to roll
That's
a hit
why.
first.
Do you
No,
really
no,
want to
DM's
antagonize
just
the DM
saying he
further?
does it. He doesn't need to roll.
Yes, he does, because he's still missing on those 2 rocks.
Okay, do you want me to roll and potential damage you?
No! No! We are about to do a boss fight. Shut the fuck up! I need you alive,
I'm
damn
not
it.
gonna roll, I'm just gonna take off your epaulet, because if I damage you, then it makes your position worse.
And since he's shot, does it wake up the beast?
Kinda silent,
I'm
sir.
gonna shoot you fucks.
Oh, you cheeky.
Kinda silent, sir.
Can I spend a wrath point to narrative circulation? He forgot that silencer.
So moving on.
We don't use the rule here. And also, come on,
What?
stop antagonizing the interrogator. She can have you executed before you say ah.
Anyway.
Remember, he's Inquisition.
We are Inquisition.
No, you aren't.
Oh.
I can't.
No,
believe
we
You
are-
are militia.
I can't believe the Inquisitor actually broke emotionally quickly. That's funny.
Anyway, shall we get into position? Shall we get ready to move into position, or are we just gonna keep antagonizing each other until we're blue in the face?
Well, we're going to shoot in this underbrush, and we're going to see what happens. And when he leaves the cave, we will march in. And he takes off his hat, reaches into the hat and pulls out a deck of playing cards.
Ooh, now we're talking. Austin would definitely play with him.
Did you ask him to play?
I didn't think he would just be playing solitaire by himself with a group of people, but I guess alright.
But my guy spent 5 days in the wilderness alone. You think he can't entertain himself?
Alright.
I'm just gonna go about cleaning my gear, making sure my gun is ready to be fired without any issues.
Alright, so basically, if you're gonna play with him, what we're gonna do is you can put up a number of wealth that you will bet against him, up to 3, and then you will do an opposed cunning test, and the winner gets the wealth.
Question. Where do I find my well?
In your attack ditch. Bottom right.
Right. Okay. I'll
So-
bet one well.
Alright, so roll a cunning test.
Alright.
You're gonna regret.
Am I?
You actually play cards with the interrogator, and you manage to win.
You could spend a ruin point to make him reroll his roll.
I don't want to. But I will spend all my ruin on you. With how much you're trying to go for it right now.
Oh my
Whose
god.
side are you on?
His
It ain't
own.
mine.
He's on his own side.
Ever heard of the changeling? He's just here to mess around.
So yeah, how much wealth did he bet? One?
I told you it's gonna be as much as you bet, so you get an extra wealth.
He's now at 2.
4, actually.
Oh.
I'm a rogue trader. What did you expect?
I don't know.
And,
the Inquisition
And
to take away
Erwin
all-
Locke is now at 2. So I guess Blackwood was right on one account.
Wait, hold on. What am I correct about?
Oh wait, that was Art. Fuck. I
I
keep
thought it
mistaking
was-
your voices. Why do all of the guardsmen sound the same?
That's you.
Nah, that's
a
guardsman.
beautiful, mate.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was the other one as well.
See? He agrees with me.
At least I'm uniquely distinctive.
I mean, hell, I blend in like a piece of wheat in a cornfield. Wait. That-
I mean, my boy Maximo, you're distinct, alright.
Yeah, I've been walking through the swamp. I need a bath.
So, you wait there for like a few hours, and then you see this enormous, and by that I mean like basically the size of how big
Dinosaur,
would I say?
right?
Yeah, the size of, let's say, 4 Maximo. Creature. And it has like a night blue skin that quickly, like, as it steps out of the cave, simmers and blends in with the swamp environment. As it starts, like, quickly jotting away into the underbrush. And Locke turns around that moment and gestures you with his hand quietly to go towards the cave.
Austin will nod and lead the front.
Well, Erwin is leading the front, but you can
I
lead
will lead
behind
the
him.
second.
David is following,
Lucas is also following.
and David is going to try and be stealthy.
Well, you're all trying to be stealthy, but we'll get to that soon. So you get inside the cavern, and you actually venture in. It's a large mouth leading to an open room, like an open like part of the rock, where you see basically scattered bones from several creatures and like some meat that has been here so long it has gotten rancid, as well as some rocks. All very large, but mind you, like some of those bones are big enough for one of you to hide behind, as long as it's not Maximo. Sorry, big guy, but we don't have that big of a bone. But we have rocks.
I suppose so.
So, and Locke turns around and says, "Alright now, chaps, I advise we all take cover, hide, and wait."
Where?
I dive into an eye socket.
I find the highest quote unquote highest point in this little den and set up to shoot.
Okay, so you hide behind the spine ridge on top of a rib cage. Maximum you could take cover behind one of the boulders in the cave.
All right, he'll attempt to.
And I'll explain what you're gonna roll soon. And how would David like to hide?
David would just basically just blend in with the rocks.
You just hide behind the rock as well. And Locke basically hides near the entrance, behind some bones. With his bolt gun at the ready. And I would like all of you to roll me stealth with +2 bonus dice.
All right, let's see what happens.
I rolled twice. Ignore that second one.
Oh
Hey,
god, that's
You have a... Well, this is not a test you can really complicate because it's not a time pressured situation. But we have a 3, a 3, a 3, and a 4 with a glory. We get 1 glory. Good job, Maximo.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die.
And of course, the interrogator you just lose sight of him again. It's as if he left. It's as if he left you in the radio tower again.
You know the meme with Homer Simpson and the bushes? He just does that with the rocks. Just
He does it with a rib cage, basically. He just disappears in the rotting flesh. You just see a stalker bolt gun barely like coming out of a mass of flesh. You wonder, how can a human being survive being around that stench? And then you remember, this man basically spends his days out in the swamp.
he does this for fun.
That he does.
And you all sit there and wait. And I would like to introduce a little rule that is completely optional and I've never tried before. I'm just clarifying those for everyone. Called Combined Attack. So, Combined Attack is as follows. Every agent supporting the combined action attack makes the same test. For example, if everyone is firing a ranged weapon, everyone makes a ballistic test. Any supporting character that rolls more icons than the target's defense increases the leader's dice pool by +1 bonus dice. The leader then makes a leadership test with the bonus dice on the supporters. If the number of icons exceeds the target's defense, the combined action attack is successful, and the leader may choose to shift for +ED as though this were a normal attack with a weapon. The leader then chooses one of the supporters' weapons that successfully hit the target to deal damage, plus any extra damage dice from shifting, +1d for each other supporter weapons that successfully hit the target. So, let's see here. Basically what happens is you coordinate with someone to be the leader, and the rest of you roll a test that relates to the check as a combat action. All of you who succeed give him 1 bonus die to his leadership test, and if he succeeds, he chooses which one of you gets to do the damage.
I will allow the Locke to get the leader stuff, and we'll let the rogue trader himself with his plasma pistol do the damage.
That was the idea. So Locke is basically going to communicate with all of you via the Voxbit and go, alright now, when this creature marches in here, we're all gonna open fire. And while we're pinning it down, I want you, Austin, to try and nail a good shot between the eyes with your plasma pistol. You got that?
Understood.
Rest of you, got it?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
And now, to simulate the situation before it happens, I would like all of you to make me a ballistic skill check. Not an attack with a weapon, just a straight ballistic skill check.
I do have a question. The aim
Yes.
action, is that a specific skill or is that just anything anyone can do?
It's something anyone can do, but you can't use it for this case.
Got
Can
it.
I just say that both of the Tempestus Silence just got a glory?
Whoa!
Nice. That's very good, actually.
If only this
And-
did count, this would have actually been a good thing.
Yes.
Well,
If
5
only the
glory.
threat would have rolled higher than a 4.
Hold on. I need to also get Turwin for the complications earlier.
Complications? What do you mean?
Yeah, the one is on the stealth checks.
Yeah, for David and Austin.
I don't think those give ruin.
Well, I didn't impose anything else on them, so I think it's only fair.
I guess.
Just go along with me for now. We can discuss it later. So,
Okay.
David at the +1. Lucas, does it say succeed or exceed? Let me see here.
What am I adding a +1
Oh,
to?
more icon. Nothing, just counting how many +1s your ally gets. So he's only getting a +1 from David, because none of you managed to exceed the target's defense, except for David. So let's see here. Then he rolls leadership against the target's defense. So leadership at bonus die 1. That's 4, which is just enough to hit the target. And let's see here. Target's defense, shift 4D. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so Austin, you
Yes.
may now roll damage with +1 ED from David's successful hit.
All right. +1 attack bonus dice.
DBD.
Oh, DVD. Got
Yeah,
it.
you're only rolling for damage here.
Right. And I don't have any powers that would help with this. No.
You can always
Unless I can
overcharge.
talk. Unless.
Well, you are attacking a target that has not taken a turn yet.
Yeah. So that would gain double with fast draw.
Is that for ED or attack?
Attack thing.
Okay, then
And I don't
Let me
think I
take-
can identify weakness insight on this. Hey,
Uh,
you break your fucking list. Sorry.
you can do it on your turn, but not right now. Hold on, let me see your powers real quick.
The problem with identify weaknesses is that I have to talk to it.
I see. Because you choose that one.
Yes.
Alright, so you may roll me +1 DBD and roll damage.
Hey. Let's.
It is
Go
a plasma pistol, so. Alright, that's 15 with -3 if it has an armor value. Alright. So, I will now tell you what happens. Oh, by the way, you could have also overcharged it, but that's a different question entirely.
I'm good. I already lost a leg.
So, okay, to explain what happens, as this creature enters its lair again, carrying a large, like, some sort of like herbivore creature in its mouth, you all jump out of your respective covers and start hailing lead on it and laser rounds as it is pinned down trying to avoid your shots. And that's when Austin takes the opportunity to come out of cover and take a quick shot with his pistol, firing it very close above the eye of this creature. And actually, it appears it has done a lot of damage, as there is now a large hole on its head, but it appears to be going wild because of that. And this is the part where we're gonna go for initiative. Now let's see here, how much would that be? Let's okay. It does appear very much the wounded, but it has an ability here called as a battle cry ability, which means it activates at the beginning of combat. The threat sees the initiative without spending a point of heroin and charges. It gains +1 bonus die to its attack test as part of the charge. So as this thing is beamed above the eye by Austin, you hear it let out a horrifying howl, and it just leaps with its claw up towards you, Austin.
Oh, I thought it would be charging against Maximo.
Why would you be turning against Maximo? You're not the one who nearly took out its eye.
I'm
Now,
the biggest one,
before
though. And the brightest one.
Alright? And what are you gonna say, Ty?
Now, question: how does a parry weapon work? Because I do have the power to like.
Basically, your defense increased by 1 for this next attack, if it's within
Nice.
melee. You also can apply that to ranged attacks, because you have deflect shot.
Very nice.
So you should have been applying it against the other creatures as well, which were doing melee, so you could have parried them anyway.
Well, it's fine.
So, it's going to charge at you and use a rending claw.
All right.
Alright, let's see. That's 8 icons. What's your defense with parry? I think 5.
5, yes. Well,
So-
I have 3 normal, I believe.
Oh,
2.
so you get +1 from parry, you go to 4.
Yes.
So it will shift 2 for damage. And now get ready for a big number, because actually no, it will shift 1 for damage, and it will also shift for ending, which will increase its AP value by 1.
Oh boy.
So it does 18 damage with -3 AP. What's your resilience?
7.
How much of that is from your armor?
4.
So you reduce your 7 by 3 to a 4, as it ignores armor with AP, and you will be taking 14 damage right now.
He's dead.
You can roll termination if you want to.
Still dead.
He's not dead.
Determination.
With annihilation? Yeah, he did.
He's okay. He needs to do double his health. That's not double his health. Can you let me do my job as a DM? So, don't laugh. You're actually got it wrong. He has more health than that.
I see.
Yeah. So please let me do my job. So you reduce that 7. You reduce that 14 to a 13. You still have only 8 wounds. So now you go to dying mode, the dying state, and every attack from here onward will add dramatic injury. If your dramatic injuries match your toughness rating, you die. So put yourself at 8 wounds.
Okay.
Now, when you're
Doesn't-
dying, just to explain a very important rule here. Let's see here. Yes. Yes, actions while dying. You can only take 1 action while dying, and that can be either a basic combat action using no attack options, such as aim or multi-attack, a fallback action, which basically move away without provoking the enemy to attack you, or crawl, which I think is move at half your speed, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, sorry, your traumatic injuries don't have to reach your toughness, they have to reach your tier +1. So at 3 traumatic injuries, you die.
Gotcha.
So that was the Felgaster's move. As you all see, just leap over to Austin and just instantly just slice through his light power armor and put him on the floor with this large gaping wound that's just gassing out blood. Who would like to go next?
Matsumo.
Alright, see you around, Art.
So yep.
Actually, you know what? You know what this sounds like? An amazing cliffhanger, doesn't it?
Oh, for
That is literally to be continued.
In 2 weeks.
Yes. Isn't that amazing?
Next time on
oh.
Will
All right.
Austin die?
Well,
Alright, so.
I'll be heading out. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Oh, yes, see you. Now, first of all, to address a couple of things that. There was a rule that I told you we're gonna check in later that was about ruin. When a player rolls a complication, regardless of whether it's a time parser situation or not, doesn't the DM get a point of ruin?
No.
Okay,
Acquiring
then-
ruin for a DM on the page of 321 when a player fails a corruption test, a player fails a fear test, or when you roll a 6 on the wrath die. Or a special ability from a monster.
Hey, and you said that's 331?
321, yes.
Okay.
It's
Give
inside
me a
the
second.
GM page.
Just, having to go manually through the book because for some reason I did not just go to the page. I don't know why.
I'll hit the closing string.
Okay, I see it. Yep. What? No. We
No?
still have to say a few things.
Well, the
Remember?
thing is, I'm not ending the stream. I'm just closing the window.
All right, that's screen, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, how do you like this style of enemies, like the more deadly but easy to kill kind?
Oh, I
that
love
one we're
it.
facing?
Well, yeah,
Fair enough.
I
they're
suppose
not-
so.
they're not very tough. There's gonna be enemies that are the opposite, basically damage sponges. But I decided this planet is gonna be more about quick, deadly combat because that reflects a feral world, I think, better in how they're described in 40k.
To be honest, I just thought that that's just how the system was. I didn't even notice. I just like, oh,
Well,
he's nearly dead. All right,
And
that makes
I'm
sense.
just gonna say,
Fair,
mate,
your only other experience with the system is fighting Necrons.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say, the card that gives you a free item, it's only up to +3. Well, it's only up to a tier 3 item of value, and it can only be the rarity.
Yeah, that's actually kind of big because it's tier +3, so up to 5 rare.
Oh,
Yeah,
huh.
so it's quite a lot. But the thing I have developed for this card to be more balanced is that item completely malfunctions at the end of the scene or at the end of combat. That's how I'm balancing this card out. So basically, you can have a very powerful tool for that scene, and the sky's the limit, as long as it's within that value and rarity. But after that scene, it's gone. And I think that's a good way to balance out that ability.
It's gone as in completely destroyed, or gone as in it has to be repaired or something like that.
Basically, it becomes defunct by some means.
Machine spirit, why have you betrayed me?
Basically.
It's orc tech.
No.
But yeah, that aside, how did you like the session?
Oh, yeah, I liked it.
I did great.
So far, so good at my end.
Yeah, also can I ask you a question, Ramakar, like now that we're above game?
Yeah, so
Oh,
we're
did
still
the
going to
stream
close
end?
the stream, or you want me to...
Oh no, go. I want to hear your explanation for this. Why do you want them to suffer?
Why not? It's Wrath and Glory. It's the 40k universe.
It
is Grimdark for a reason.
That play, my man. We don't need you to assist.
Well, to be fair, Amakar is the assistant DM, but I was just expecting him to be more favorable towards you. Yes, I was wrong. You are all fucked.
What do you mean?
I mean,
They
I'm
don't
so
call me the
fucking
changeling for a reason.
he's an ogre.
Why do I
Yes.
feel like you're just becoming that space marine from the Tyranid Space Hulk?
Alpha Demonatus.
The fact that you could recall that perfectly from memory. This is
I
only.
don't think it was the name of the Marine.
No, it was not.
He's, I think, the one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're referring to Luigi?
Yes.
Ah, yes, Luigi.
You know, I was so tempted to just say, hey, DM, I just punch him in the face at the end of it, but I felt like that'd be just a dickish thing to do for my
Oh,
character.
David being a dick? No.
No, not David, Alaran.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I find it amusing
know,
that the interrogator emotionally broke too easily in front of Maximo.
It wasn't emotionally breaking. It was he was trying to show off. There is a difference.
By shooting him?
By shooting your epaulet off. You know, because here's the thing: if you shoot a Vostorian Ogre on the chest and wound him forever, he will not mind. If you make his outfit look bad, he's gonna remember that forever.
Yes, Maximo remembers this. This is why he probably didn't put much effort into shooting.
Maximus Dolos realized that if the thing they're fighting attacks him, he might be the next one on the floor.
Well, luckily enough, Maximo has a frag bomb.
We said no blasting though.
Didn't mean the dinosaur pierced it by causing it to explode.
Enough. And just so we're clear, if you guys do manage to succeed on the side objective, there will be a bonus as promised during the briefing about how this will work. I think you can all pretty much tell what the special bonus is gonna be by context clues.
Money.
If you don't damage its hide, you know, the hide of this chameleon creature that's used to make chameleon cloaks.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a hide tradesman. Like my goal was to get this hide before you even say anything about it.
No, they want to make this hide as an offer to the locals as well as the beast itself, so she can get in better with the local PDF unit and get a leverage to look into that case that he presented you,
I
the
mean, yeah.
mysterious shooter.
I figured. I was just saying. I want to get the hide. I don't care if I keep it. I just want to get it.
Hey, perhaps if in the future you're around this part of the Periando system again, you guys could go Feligasta hunting.
Yeah.
Because remember, we're gonna be around here for a while, and not just this world, this system.
Well, anyways, I think it would be wise for us to go in the stream so people can get themselves some rest.
Oh yes, everybody. We hope to see you around on the next stream, which I will remind again. It will be on the 11th, and we're going bi-weekly from now on. just to make that clear.
Mhm.
And also would like to make a big thanks towards everyone who provides us with these beautiful assets that we use throughout this campaign. And more specifically, I would like to once again promote, now that we have Maximo in Color, Weird Salmon Comics for providing us with that amazing piece of art.
You know, it would have been better if we did that at the start of the stream.
Usually the promotions at the end. Anyway, you can find Maximus player, Mr. Amakar here, the greatest antagonist of the party right after the DM, in his channel Big Mek Plays, where he plays stuff, as the title implies, right? You do play stuff, right?
Indeed, I am getting things set up to do my own run through, they say, the Dead Space.
Oh, alright. Nice.
So I'll be running around and stomping on things and shooting them in face. Well, actually not in face, but other bits too.
Yeah, I would advise you shoot the limbs instead.
Well, of course.
You gotta find me. You can find me at the channel named after me. Sorry, but it has a little like icon. I'm not uploading anything there as of now, but there is stuff to watch if you're into watching stuff from a time where somebody among us did not know how to use technology, and he made very badly edited videos.
Let me
as I
guess,
said-
it was those really poorly made, like really poorly made Call of Duty combat videos where you're just shit at it.
Try being good at it and it being Overwatch of Call of Duty.
Ah, okay then.
Yeah.
I am an eternal lurker of the internet. You will not find me anywhere.
You will find Ty at his house, but I would not advise going there. He's armed and ready. I think we just got a strike shot of this video for that one.
Sorry.
It's a Nerf gun, by the way.
It's a Nerf gun. Nerf gun.
Yes.
I've seen the meme. No,
and
it's
you
not.
can find Blackwood in Minecraft coming after you,
Eternal.
and also in real life coming after you.
My Herobrine now?
No, but
suppose so.
you're just a general fear in our hearts.
You're British.
I want to say before we close, just a closing statement. If I ever come into the stream and I accuse him of being a slight bit of a terror in the general Hellfighters chat we have, just know that the things he says are beyond horrifying.
What is it that I say that horrify you?
To quote, if you wouldn't mind,
Alright.
wanna know what David's favorite sound is? What? Replied Lucas. The deafening silence after everyone is dead. And with that, I would like to say goodbye to our audience for choosing to suffer with us one more time.
Bye bye.
I suppose so.
Yeah, you believe it's Kickstart My Heart. No, it's Dead Silence.
Okay, is this time over, by the way?